Hello. Welcome, gamers. Does the audio sound loud? Hold on. I think maybe the audio on my headset is a bit loud. Okay, it's loud. Okay, it was way too loud. It is now good for me. It's the same for you, but it's better for me. Alright. Okay, let's see. We go here. Resize the chat. Check this out. You gotta move this thing. And then you go here. And then once you're here, you simply just have to click on this thing. That thing right there. And then you go here. And suddenly everything is good. Alright, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Ranmu, welcome Deffins, welcome Cookie and Cream, Adenchi, Slime Molder, CL, Resetter, Duck, Zoe, Tag Barrel. Yes, the last fishing stream of all time. There will never be another fishing stream on August 28th, 2024. It's the last one. After today, nothing. But in September there will be. But it's the last one of this month. So now that you know, you have to appreciate what you have, okay? Important life lesson is that sometimes things don't last forever. Sometimes things, they do stop. Such as August. It is in fact ending. Whose emote is this? What the? That's a new Alice emote? That's a good one. Some good emotes out there. Anyway, it's Wednesday once again. Welcome back to another edition of Fishing. We're here. It's gonna be September before you know it. Next week in the US, it's a holiday on Monday. Can you believe that? We have Labor Day. Wait, is it Labor Day? I think it's Labor Day, right? Labor Day, September, the first Monday of September, which means I will not have work on Monday, so I could probably do a longer stream. The question is, what am I gonna do? I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. This might have been Among. This could have been Among, so true. The most negatively out there August of my last 10 years. What does that mean? What happened? What's going on out there? Sus poutine? You got poutine? That sounds good. You know how it is. Time, it's out there passing. We do this every month. Every month I title a stream like, oh, this is the last fishing of July or whatever. This is the last fishing of August. What's going on? What the heck is happening with my voice? Anyway, I thought, maybe I had COVID. I don't know, but I don't. I tested today. So this past weekend, as I mentioned on the Monday stream, I went outside, right? Many people were in town for the whole live concert, Anime NYC. I was there, not at the convention center. I was also not at the concert, but I was with some friends. And then I found out on Tuesday, which is yesterday, that some of them got COVID. And I'm like, oh freak, I hung out with some people and they had COVID. Do I have COVID? I don't think I had any symptoms of COVID. But then, I grabbed a test kit from work yesterday and then I tested today and it was negative. So I might not have, I don't know, I might not have it. Anyway, I'll test again in 2 days. I don't think I have it, but you never know. Because, those tests, you could have a false negative. It could be like you don't have it, and then, 2 days later, you're like, actually, you do have it. But, I don't know, so far, nothing really bad. COVID's going around right now, your mom got it? No! Can't believe. Well, if she has it, I'm assuming you don't live with your mom, because if you do, then you probably are gonna get it. I don't know. Conventions are scary, yet I'm going to one next week. Which one is it? Dokumi's not next week, right? When is Dokumi? I don't even know. Anyway, like as soon as I heard that someone that I was close to in physical proximity with this past weekend had COVID, I was like, wait a second. It's like when you're aware that you could have something, then you're like, wait a second. My voice is like slightly sore and I'm like a little bit tired. Is that because of COVID? Then you start doubting everything. You're like, oh frick. Wait, I was tired. I woke up tired today. Oh, is that COVID? I can't believe. I don't know. I don't know if it's COVID. I don't think it's COVID. I'm going to Koniichi. I see. Never heard of that. Dokumi's round AX. Oh, so it already happened. It was in July. Just drink a lot of tea and you're pretty much immune to any illness. Just kidding, of course. So true. This is professional medical advice. Just drink a lot of tea. You will never be sick. See, it's got the antioxidants. It's got the freaking, I don't know what else is in tea. It's got the caffeine. It's got the restorative properties. So she's had it 3 times now and I've never got it. What? Can't believe. Slime, well, you've never had COVID. Actually, I think one of the people that had COVID in the group that I was with, they've never had COVID before. This is their first time getting COVID. It's like, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but also it's like, it's very inconvenient, you know? Because then it's like, then I can't, can't talk as easily. Get tired, I don't know. Denchi doesn't go out, so he's immune to COVID. But what if one day you just got COVID despite not going outside? Then you're like, wait a second, who gave it to me? A ghost? Maybe there's a ghost in your house and the ghost... Can ghosts get COVID? Is that possible? I don't know. You have to go to a work conference. Yeah, it's like whenever you go to like a big event that has like a lot of people in a confined space, you're like, oh man, this is like, there's gonna be so many illnesses there. I don't know. Anyway, I think fortunately, like when I went out this weekend, most of it was outdoors. Like I feel like the times when I was indoors, like the rooms were pretty big. I was at Anime NYC, like that place is pretty big. I was at like a restaurant, which was pretty big. And then the rest of the time I was just like in a park or like outside. So like I would like to believe that my exposure to COVID was probably not that much. I don't know. Don't we all wake up tired? That's not true. Some people, they wake up well rested. You should search up your symptoms on WebMD. But the thing is, I don't have any symptoms. I don't feel sick at all. It's just like, when people had COVID, that's when you gotta test for it. Because you might have it, but you might not have symptoms yet. That's my situation. I don't feel any kind of sickness right now. It's fine. Mint tea is the goat. I don't know if I've ever had that. Respiratory stuff is scary when your hobby is talking. So true. Yeah, if I had COVID, I'd be like, I can't even stream. It's like hard to talk if I have COVID, right? It's like, man, if I had COVID, I would have to cancel stream. And then now that I'm like working in an office, like physically, I'd have to be like, oh, I can't go to the office for like, 2 weeks. You gotta quarantine for 2 weeks. It's crazy. There's so much time. It's like when I was working from home, it didn't really matter because, we're indoors the whole time. Didn't have to go out. I'd simply not go there. Where? To conventions? To outside? To ghosts? That's why my dad avoids the tube, the YouTube, the train. Just don't get sick. Not having symptoms is a symptom of COVID. That's not true. It's not true at all. Speaking of sleep, I went to bed early-ish yesterday, and on Monday it's been a big revelation. Yeah, it's nice. If you could go to sleep earlier than usual, and then you wake up and you feel really well rested. Like, man, I should do this more often. And then you do. And then you get into a, you know, like a habit of just sleeping slightly earlier than usual. And then everything's good. Dentry says, I think you have it. COVID? No, okay, if I get COVID, you can blame Dentry. He caused this, okay? If I can't stream on Friday, I'm like, guys, sorry, I can't stream. I have COVID. You point to this message. Screenshot that message. No, it's not your fault. It would just be a coincidence. WebMD, feeling normal is actually a sign of this rare genetic disease. Yeah, if you have nothing wrong with you, then that in itself is like cause for concern. Because, you know, probability, you know, gambler's fallacy, nothing is wrong for a long time, then surely at some point something will go wrong. It's bound to happen. Anyway, welcome Nice Account 03. Welcome Incognito. I think I have to finally accept that I'm a morning person. Are you though? I do like waking up early though. Well, I don't like the process of waking up early. I like being awake early. Because it feels like you have so much time, right? The thing is, like, when I went out on Sunday, typically when I'm at home on Sunday, like, I don't do anything. I just, like, watch streams. I just, like, watch YouTube videos. And then, like, before you know it, it's 5 p.m. But then, like, when I went outside, it was, like, it felt so long, right? Do you get this? Like, when you go out and you meet with friends or whatever, and you start off, like, you know, before noon, and then, like, you have, like, a full day of activities, and it's, like, only 4 p.m., and you're like, holy frick. How is it only 4 p.m.? It feels like we've done so much. I don't know. It's cool. Time does change sometimes. There's 100 things that can affect sleep. Can be hard to troubleshoot. So true. Just go to bed on a reasonable time. At a reasonable time. Yeah, I sleep at 12:30. No, I go to bed at 12:30. I don't actually sleep until like 1 something. Maybe like 1:30. I don't know. I don't even know. Welcome, Old Man Diabetes. WebMD said my drowsiness and fever is close to the bubonic plague. I don't think it did. I think you made that up. I feel 200% more alive throughout the day. The feeling of having so much time feels nice. I also can't go outside when it's super hot, and when it's dark is not fun. That is true. It's been like pretty cool outside recently. But like today, I feel like it's been kind of hot today. I remember last week when I was streaming VR fishing, I could wear long sleeves and long pants. But today, back to short sleeves. You know, it's hot outside. It's back to 80 something Fahrenheit. See, Devin said, I went to the gym Sunday afternoon and no one was there. It was really nice. Yeah, it's nice when you go places that are typically crowded and there's no one there. It's like the office. I was at the office on Tuesday and it was like pretty empty. It's like, where is everyone? I don't even know. Did I welcome Tag Barrel? I don't know if I did. No, you were here. You were here. I can't even believe. The streamer doesn't even remember the chatter was here at the beginning. Watching video essays could help. I don't think it can. I want to go outside late because during the day it's too hot. So true. Well, before you know it, it's gonna be September, and then it'll be autumn, and you'll be like, whoa, it's so cool right now. That's great. I always try to time my gym visits when no one is there. So much nicer working out alone. It's possible. You know how like Google Maps has like this thing where it like shows you how crowded a place is? And it's like, hey, it's more crowded than usual today at this location. Do you ever check that stuff? You ever think like you're gonna go to some place and then you're like, let me check Google Maps for the crowdedness rating? Like I notice it sometimes when I open the app and I'm like looking for directions, but I never plan my trip around that. I'm sure, you know, some people do. Welcome, Delicious Smile. I think also people use it for like to detect whether some kind of like political thing is going on, because they're like they look at the the crowdedness of restaurants near Washington D.C., like the White House, at certain times, and they're like, wait a second, this pizza place is getting a lot more traffic recently. Well, it's like, oh, the gay bar is pretty empty today. Oh, what's going on? The bar right next to the Pentagon is so empty. Something's going on. That's how it goes. Yeah, the Pentagon pizza places. That's how it is. Just getting into a gymming habit and then job started again. No, you gotta quit your job. Just quit your job to go to the gym, obviously. If you want to be gym maxing, you can't be focusing on anything else. Work? No, what's that? You can work somewhere that has a gym, maybe. Welcome, Robert Brown. I woke at a store in the morning. What? What does that mean? You woke at a store? Work in the gym. Yeah, do people do that? Do people bring their laptops to the gym and like work out? Actually, I'm sure some people could do it, right? Some people at work, they have like exercise equipment. Like they have is it like a rowing? Not rowing. It's like a little stepping machine at their desk, or like a little bicycle sort of thing. You could do the same thing, but like in the gym. It could be at the gym. You could bring your laptop there. Just out there doing your work, just programming. You could be doing meetings during your workout. Be like on a conference call, and everyone's just like, "Oh, what is your projections for Q4?" And then you're just working out, and they're like, "Oh, what are your opinions?" Just like, I don't know, man. I'm just here to work out. Don't even know. Oh yeah, the exercise. That is true. That's like the thing that people do on the exercise bikes. You just like put on some podcasts, listen to music, watch a stream even, and get a Peloton. You worked at a store. No people in the morning. I see. Old Man Diabetes says, I work nights, so I go to the gym after work at 2 a.m. Aren't you like super tired though? Like what time do you sleep? Sleep in the daytime. I guess if you work nights, probably sleep in the daytime. There's such a thing called the stripper index, which is a food indicator of economic decline because people saving money there first. I have never heard of this until now. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of information that you could get based on traffic data. This place is less crowded. Surely something is happening. Surely some kind of catastrophic event is happening. Watch streams on the exercise bike. Watch NL clips on it recently. Yeah. Good old Northern Lion. Good indicator. Sleep from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Dang. I don't know. I feel like I could not get used to sleeping like in the daytime. It just feels weird. Like when I wake up and it's like past noon, it feels weird. It feels like I've wasted my day. Which is like partially true. Like if I wake up and it's like afternoon, it's like several hours that I could have spent doing something else. Need some blackout curtains? Yeah, but like, I think the solution for me is just not wake up afternoon, right? It's good that it feels bad to wake up afternoon, because otherwise I would just keep waking up afternoon, right? There has to be some kind of downside so that I avoid doing it. This benching gym meeting. You can buy walking desks, but they're pricey. I mean, you could just walk at your desk, right? You just jog in place. You can't see my legs moving because I don't have full body tracking, but like, you know, like stepping. Welcome, Chicken Coop. I think waking up at 5 a.m. didn't feel bad today and yesterday. Woke up just as Choco ends stream. When is she? She ends her stream at like 10 p.m. Eastern time-ish. Maybe like 10:30. Sometimes 11. I don't know. But think about your Hamflow watch streak. If you're going to bed early, how are you gonna watch Hamflow stream? Can't believe this. It's gonna reset to 0. That's it. I guess you could also probably just keep like a tab open. The volume set to 0. I don't know. If you wake up at 5, you get to keep it. I guess he does stream pretty late. It's totally valid. Anyway, you know, you shouldn't revolve your life around watching streams. It's something I've learned over the years. I no longer stay up late to watch a streamer because I don't think it's worth it. You know, what game could they possibly be playing that would make it worth it for me to stay up until like 3 a.m.? Nothing. You could have spent that time sleeping. But also, I don't know, maybe it's like you have memories, you know? I feel like when you're on your deathbed, you don't think like, oh, I should have slept more, right? But you know, you don't remember the days where you slept well, because that's how it should be. You should just be sleeping well. But you do remember the days where you stayed up to watch a VTuber. And you're like, man, those were some memories. I could have spent that time doing something else. Watch the VOD. I don't watch VODs anymore. There's no streams important enough for me to want to watch the VOD. Let's see, but realistically, I would have to leave here. The Wolf stream, so true. Welcome, Liquid Cake. Sleeping makes your waking hours feel better. That is also true. I once stayed up all night playing Zelda Skyward Sword. Was tired that day. I mean, I would expect to be tired. I'm jaded. Am I? Am I jaded? Me who stayed up a bit longer than wanted to watch this stream, you should. What if you slept right now? I mean, it's not even that late in Germany right now, right? It's like 11 something p.m. I guess for some people that's late. It's like on the later side, but I guess if you stayed up for the whole stream, it would be kind of late, right? It would end at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. It's kind of late. 11:30 p.m. Yeah. Will you remember all the time you spent playing games? Maybe. I mean, like, despite me saying, like, you know, it's not worth staying up to watch a stream, like, I do have fond memories of, like, remember that time Pomu Rainpuff played Super Mario 64? And she was stuck on that that last Bowser fight for, like, several hours? I stayed up for that. I think that was the last stream I stayed up for. Like, after I finished watching that stream, I'm like, you know what? This is not worth it. It's not worth staying up to watch a stream. Because, like, you know, she was on the final boss at, like, around midnight or something. And she did not, actually beat Bowser until, like, 3 a.m. or, like, 3:30. It's like, ah, frick, man. I thought she was gonna beat the boss so soon. I was like, oh yeah, she's at the last boss. How long could this take? Like an hour? And then like I had the what's that thing called? What's that thing called when you are so invested in something and what's it called? That, you know, that thing. Sunk cost fallacy. That's what it is. It's sunk cost fallacy. And I was like, oh, I've already stayed up for like 2 hours for this. I might as well just watch the end. And then it happened, and then I was just like, I'm just gonna go to bed. And never again. I never again stayed up for another VTuber stream. Probably. I don't know. Maybe I have. I don't think I really have. Also, good night, Deffins. Thank you for stopping by. Like on your deathbed, all that time playing games was worth it? No, it would never happen. Would it though? What if you could be like a professional gamer? Maybe then it'd be worth it. If you made a lot of money from playing video games, I could see that being worth it. Liquid Cake said, I used to stay up every night for a week to finish Disgaea games. Do you have fond memories of that? Pomu ruined late night stream. I can't believe Pomu Rainpuff would do this. Glad Karagi does singing earlier. I have not seen the end of a Karagi stream. Probably in the past year. I don't know. It's been so late. She streams so late now. Does she still do singing? I feel like from what I've heard, she doesn't do Watame Lullaby anymore. Is that true? Does she not sing that song? If streams go beyond 7 AM, it has to be something really special to keep watching. Aren't you usually like watching Handflow streams pretty late though? How long do those go? No, I can't believe she doesn't do it anymore. I remember staying up for Jump King streams, then finally going to bed, waking up and finding them still playing Jump King. Classic game. Classic game. People can't beat Jump King. Also, good night, Zully. Watch this VOD tomorrow morning. There's nothing worth watching the VOD for. You tune into the VOD, it'll just be like, we're talking about stuff. It's not worth watching the VOD for this. Probably, I don't know. Maybe it is. It's just all the time working, playing games was worth it. No time is ever worth it. I'm staying up right now, but I'm probably not going to stick around for long because it's 0:32 right now. Yeah, all the Europeans are out here. A lot of Europeans in this chat. I feel like the majority of viewers right now are European. Tag Barrel, Zoe, I think Liquid Cake is from the UK as well, right? Incognito is from was it Romania, I think? Tag Barrel's from like Sweden or somewhere around there. It's all the Europeans in chat. Very fond memories of Disgaea. I want to have some more of them, but I think I've become jaded. You are using that word a lot. Jaded? For what? She sings at the beginning of the stream, there's no need to sing it anymore. But how will everyone sleep without Watame's Lullaby? It used to be such a, iconic part of Karagi's streams. You're telling me she doesn't do it anymore? People haven't slept in months. But work often impedes it. Watching Handflow streams. Well, if he's gonna catch the big one. Yo, what if this is a stream where I finally, catch a huge fish? Despite using the basic bait. You would have missed out. What if a bear shows up, huh? What if the bear was We haven't seen the bear in a while. I think it's because of our location, The bear doesn't show up if you're near it. You have to, go over there, then you see the bear over there. If you go over there, you see the bear over there. But now, since we're, in the middle of the lake, we don't get to see any of it. End life and friends and family, the demons you must slay if you want to watch VTubers. Anyone out here watching VTubers right now? No one. None of you are even watching VTubers. This is a good European time. It's just before bedtime. Yeah, that's why most of my viewers are European. Is that true? I wonder what the demographics are. I guess Twitch has those demographics. I could probably check. I feel like it's up there, right? The European audience is probably higher for this stream than many other streams out there. A poll? Nah, it's fine. I don't need to actually know. I already know. I don't even need the poll. I already know many of your locations, relatively. I know the Europeans. Based on facts that they've revealed about themselves, we already know. Have I ever done a poll? I probably have. I haven't done a poll recently. Let's see, I want to watch VTubers but don't know which. You should watch any of them. Any VTuber. Just go on Twitch, click on the VTuber tag, just pick the first one. I feel like I don't follow many new VTubers, well, not new VTubers, but like many VTubers that I'm not already watching. I don't tend to follow new ones anymore. But you know, sometimes Twitch will recommend like a small streamer, and I'm like, I'll check it out. And then like I leave the stream on in the background for like an hour, and that's the criteria for me. Is if I get recommended a stream by the algorithm, and I can leave the stream on for like, you know, an hour or two and not feel like closing the tab, then I'll give them a follow. And you know, I've had a few of those recently. It also depends on who else is streaming, you know, because sometimes I close their tabs because like someone else that I watch is streaming, but you know, sometimes no one that I watch is streaming, which is okay. Not no one, but like, you know, the usuals that I watch are not streaming, and then I'm more likely to check out a new streamer. I'd say I like the word jaded. In my head, it has the implication that you've consumed something and had so much enjoyment that you've understood the magic behind it. You enjoyed the magic, still have fond memories, but with the understanding you have now, excitement is beyond your grasp. I feel like when I think of jaded, I think of the opposite. I don't think that it's the implication that you've enjoyed something a lot. Like when I think of jaded, I feel like I think of someone who has been betrayed by something many times. Someone who's been through something and they've seen all the problems with it. I guess it could apply both ways. I typically tend to think of the negative one, though. I don't know. Watch VTubers. Jaded. Or it could be, Mahjong. You could be, you know, you could receive the Jade rank, which is one of the high ranks in Mahjong Soul. And then you're jaded. Then you're really jaded. The Jade Room. Get all the pro Jade tier players, and you're like, oh frick, man, I'm so jaded right now. It's a synonym of cynical. Yeah, sort of, but like I feel like it's less extreme. Burnout. Yeah, burnout. That's what it is. How do you feel about Twitter getting lots of region country themed Mikus? That has been the trend recently. I'm fine with it. I mean, like, I'm not gonna draw a Miku specific to a region. But, you know, people are having fun with it, and I think that's cool. But then, like, sometimes it kind of feels like... I don't know. Sometimes the Mikus are, like, so... What's the word? I feel like they're, like, caricatures, you know? Possibly even racist if the person drawing them is not from that region. But I'm gonna assume that the people drawing them are from that country, so they're allowed to do that. I don't know. Maybe. But it's like if you're drawing like a Miku from another country and you draw them like with the stereotypical stuff. I don't know. Welcome, Choco. In Mahjong Soul, you can carry on playing through the jadedness and come out the other side. No, there's a rank called Jade. There's a pun. It's a pun on Jade. Also, thank you, Resetter, for the 18 months. Am I winning? I feel like I have caught more fish today than usual. Why is that? They're inherently stereotypical, yes. That's how they are, you know? They're recognizable. Fish fear me? So true. It's pretty tricky to differentiate countries without regional dresses. Well, I mean, like, many of them do have, like, country-specific clothing, right? Not all of them, but many of them. Also, good night, Reset. All the Europeans are going to bed now. This is when we say bad things about the Europeans. This is when we gossip. Oh, those Europeans, they don't even know. They don't even understand America. I'm kidding. We would never say bad things about the European viewers while you're here. I'm kidding. Classic moment. I've been here longer. You're not doing that. It's true. But what if today was the day? You know, it's the last fishing of August. Never know. We could switch things up. Be like, yeah, enough of this being kind to the European viewers. I'm gonna start saying bad things. Like what? I don't know. Europe is simply not as free. So true. So true. Here's a secret. Sometimes I say goodnight but stay and listen to the anti-Euro slander, but there is none. I've never slandered Europeans. Jaded, fatigued by overwork, exhausted, made dull, apathetic, or cynical. I guess cynical is part of it. By having or seeing too much of something. I guess like seeing too much of something doesn't really imply positive or negative, right? Could just be overexposure to something, whether good or bad. Jaded turned into Jade. Jaded? How could Jay do this? When someone when I don't know, how do I word things? The manager, when they ask who did this, and then your friend Jay is there, you're like, Jaded. I can't believe Jay would do this. How could Jay do this? Jay did what? Both of these got him. Dully, apathetic, or cynical. Time to find something new to do. No, you could just do the same thing. And I feel like many people do. Look at all, holy frick, look at all these fish. There's so many of them. Snitches. Anyway. That's how it is. That's how it is. You know, a lot of people also at work, they get jaded. They're just like, oh, I got nothing to do. You know, people aren't feeling enthusiastic about that work. But it's like, you know, it's comfortable there. It's fine. It's like at my workplace. When I first joined, we were doing a lot of like, you know, I was writing a lot of Rust. It was cool. I was doing algorithm stuff. And like recently, not so much anymore. Been writing a lot of Python, and I'm like, it's not really why I joined, but like, I mean, I like working here. It's just like the project we're working on is not as exciting as it was when I joined. But then like, I'm not gonna quit over it, because like, it's a nice place to work, you know? Things are pretty laid back. But I was thinking like, it's like specific to like work where you can be kind of creative, right? Like, you don't think people that are working at McDonald's really feel like a passion for their job? They're not going to work like, oh man, I can't wait to work on this new project as the cashier at McDonald's, man. But it's like when you talk to like artists and like programmers or whatever, they're like, oh, I like you know, I like working on projects that are fun. I like, you know, having some creative output, being able to choose, you know, learning different software and all this. Like, that's very specific to like certain types of jobs. Or most jobs are just people, you know, they're just working not to have fun, but just to get, you know, to get paid. Just go to McDonald's, you know, working at a cashier, being like a waiter, stuff like that. Whereas we have the privilege to be like, this is not my passion. I wanna work on something else. Yeah, the sandwich artists at Subways, they're like, oh, this is my passion. I grew up specifically to make Subway sandwiches. That's right, this is my hobby. In my free time, I buy sandwiches. I just make a lot of them. You know what's cool is people that are really into trains. They have like train models in their home. It's like, how many people do you think work for like, you know, the transportation authority, like with trains and stuff? How many of those people do you think are like huge fans of trains in their off time? And how many people do you think are just doing it because, you know, it's a job? As I was thinking about this, I'm like, you know, the person who's announcing this stuff on the train, like, is he like, you know, does he go to like train enthusiast meetups and like, you know, goes to train museums, or is he just in this for the paycheck? I don't know. I simply don't know. The definition I just looked up had a second definition of dulled by surfeit. Sated. Say, I don't like being creative. It's mostly driven by taking broken things and making them not broken. Projects make my head hurt. Yeah, but I mean, like, making things not broken is kind of like, in some ways it's creative, because then you're like, how do I go about making this thing not broken? Talk directly to the chips. What? Did I see that list of unattractive male hobbies? I have not seen this. What is the most unattractive male hobby? Gaming? Is gaming up there? Streaming? I don't even know. Did I know there's a Rust library called OO Colors? I did not, but it's probably exists. Why do it in their off time if they're having fun with it, though they might just be doing it as a job? Why do it in their off time if they're having fun? I mean, you could do things as a job and still do it in your off time. Like, I program in my free time, even though programming is my job. Video games, figure collecting of YouTubers, model trains with numbers. They think model trains is unattractive? I think it's cool. Anyway, there's like this one train announcer who like, sometimes I'll be on the train and I'll recognize his voice. And like, this guy is like the most enthusiastic train announcer. You know, like a lot of times when you're on a train, when they announce like what station you're at, assuming they don't have like the automated voices, it's like one of those older trains where like the person has to physically be like, oh, we're arriving at whatever station, next station is blah blah blah. A lot of times they just mumble. They're just like, oh, next station, and you're like, I don't know what they just said. But then there's this one guy who's like so clear. I'm pretty sure it's like the same guy every like few times. So I was like, we're arriving at 42nd Street, Times Square. And it's like, you could swear that this guy was like an AI voice, but he was like so easy to hear. And every time I hear that guy, I'm like, that's the guy I want. This guy has passion for his work. So we're at 42nd Street, Times Square. The next station is blah blah blah. The transfer is available to blah 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 these trains. That's good content. VTubers. Similar thing here, I get broken stuff, mod fix them. When life give you lemons, you make lemonade. Has anyone made lemonade? Anyway, I saw a video. The reason I'm talking about this, I saw a video of like, it got recommended a YouTube video of like a guy in Japan who had like an entire like train setup in his room. It's kind of like, it's not like a toy train setup. I guess it is a toy train setup, but it's like he had like a train simulator kind of game in the background, and he would sit at it. But then he had all this stuff that's also associated with trains, like, you know, he had the side panels. He had like a window setup on his right side. He had like a station behind him for like a second person to be like the train announcer. And then he and his friends would just like go over to his house and just like role play as train conductors. It was actually very impressive. He had like a whole like second door. The train announcer had its own like little cubicle that he would go into. And then like at every station he would like stop the train, and then the other guy would like get out of his station and like do his announcement. It was cool. It's not too hard to pretend to sound like you care about your work as long as it's not constant. That's what my friend told me. Do you feel that way about your work? Markler, also welcome. I wonder if I can find the video. Let me see. Let me look at my videos. My recent videos. Can I find this? Japanese train enthusiast sets up train, I don't know, train in his room. Is this a thing? Is that, is this it? Did I find it from these keywords? Japanese train enthusiast converts a room into... No, it's not this one. It's not this one. Wait, this guy said... Wait, this is not what I was thinking of, but I guess the guy said... This is someone's room? Okay, this is a lot more extreme than I thought. The one that I saw was not this impressive. I thought this was a real train. It's not that, but... I don't know if I can find the video. Train aficionados in Japan. Train enthusiasts. Alright, whatever. You can look for it. Did I see those Chinese guys with their tank simulator setup loading pop bottles as tank ammo? I have not seen that. I have seen some people that are like F1 racing enthusiasts or like Forza racing enthusiasts, where they set up like or is it like things that turn their chair around? So like when they turn in the game, their chair in real life turns, and like when they crash, you know, the thing they're working on, the thing they're sitting on also like jolts back like aggressively as if they also crashed. It's kind of scary. They could probably get like realistically injured from that. Setting up a racing car bed. Yeah, but like a real racing car bed. None of this fake stuff, you know? Anyway, I can't find the video because it wasn't in English. I'm pretty sure the title was like exclusively in Japanese text. What if I check my watch history on my main YouTube account? I could probably find it. Did I like the video? You ever like find a video and you're like, oh, I should like this video. Okay, let's see. Like the videos. Welcome, Namington. Okay, let's see. My watch history. Where is that? I don't even remember when I saw it. It must have been like a few weeks ago. Liked it. Did I even like the video? I don't even know. I'm not sure if I like this video. Maybe I'll never find this video ever again. Does this ever happen to you all? When you see something and you're like, oh, that was cool, but then you don't keep track of it, and then later on you're like, oh, I wish I had like noted the URL for this video or whatever. And then you never do, and then you're like, I guess I'll just never see this video ever again. But then one day you see it and you're like, wait a second. There it is. Is it this one? I don't know if it's this one. It wasn't very loud. Tank. Oh, this is... Okay, you were talking about the tank simulator. What the heck is it? Tank. What the frick? Damn. That's impressive. It must get like really hot in there, huh? It's full of metal. I'm playing tank simulator. Yo, holy frick. Wow. I can see what you mean. They put the soda bottles in there. It's impressive. Impressive setup. Seems like something Uo to Owo would make. If I was drafted, I would never join the tank unit. Too claustrophobic. Would you have the choice? If you get drafted, do you get to choose? Like, you're just like, I want to do like a paperwork kind of thing. Like, do the people in these positions specifically choose to do them? Alright, I can't find the video. I cannot find that video. You'll just have to take my word for it. Just imagine a Japanese guy's room with a bunch of train setups in it. Surely they wouldn't force you into the tank unit. But like they force you into the army, right? What if they have too many people wanting to do like paperwork stuff? You'll probably get put where they think you'll be the best. But like, what if they decide that the tank unit is the best? People choose to enlist to get a better shot of choosing where they end up. Oh, I see. I don't know. I feel like if I was, if I ever had to be in the army, I would never be able to do any sort of like physically intensive thing. I guess they make you like, I don't know, they probably train you so that you can do physically intensive stuff, but like, you know, in my current condition, I don't think so. I don't think I can. I'm so weak. Whatever, it's fine. You know, in the US, we don't have that. We don't have mandatory military service. But you know, in Korea they do. Isn't that kind of weird still, that they still have mandatory military service? You have like, you know, even BTS has to go to the military. See, unless you're 65 is not sure they'll what's that word? It never need you? I don't know. Maybe. They do have a crazy country on their border. That is true. You still have to update your details with selective service. They just pause the draft. In America? What is selective service? Heard the US has selective military service. I don't know how that works. How does it work? I don't know. You can look it up. I definitely do not know. Yes, in the US. I have never heard about this. No one ever told me. You have to register for the draft when you're 18. I don't remember doing that. Did I do that? Did you all do that? Is that when you register to vote? In practice, they haven't drafted since Vietnam. I don't remember ever having to do that. Do they do that in New York? I don't I don't recall this. Am I like, is it illegal to not do it? No one told me. Anyway, whatever. If it happens, it happens. I was going to say we're all European here, but I think it's just me now. No, there's also Incognito. There's at least 2 Europeans here. People need to update their details if they need to. They'll reactivate the draft. You think that'll ever happen? Like in our lifetime? I feel like if they did do like another draft, there would be like a lot of backlash, you know? I feel like the culture is so different now that if you force people to be in the military, there'd be everyone would be upset. Which is weird to say because I imagine people would have been upset about it like before, but I feel like especially now. Wars aren't really total. Yeah, they're just like, you know, wars that last forever. Wars have changed. There was quite a lot of backlash in the past too. True. Anyway, check this out, everyone. You see all these fish we caught? Check this out. Okay, not all of them. Okay, not all of them were able to launch into the lake. Still got many fish back here. Ow. Okay, I can't go over here now because there's a door in the way. Check that out. Check this out. They will draft us to fight the invading alien invasion. Hold on, let me hydrate. It is 6 p.m. You gotta remember to drink water. Right there. Alright. I've hydrated. Also, I just realized I'm not in private session mode, so I'm listening to Streambeats Lo-Fi. It's going to affect my listen history. No, I thought I was free of the Streambeats Lo-Fi in my recommendeds. Man, my algorithm. Okay, let's see. Nowadays, it doesn't seem like there'd be a whole lot of point in drafting most of the fit population to fight a way when machines are so much better than people fight a war. That is true. Welcome, Jose. It's just robots fighting people. What if at some point it's just robots fighting robots? I don't know. What if everything's just settled via like esports? If they just do like a StarCraft tournament. Could that happen? Do you think that would ever happen in our lifetime? Settle everything via esports. For cross drafts, what is that? There's situations going on right now where they're doing that. Machines. The fish. Firefox. I use Firefox when I'm streaming. Downloaded the Raindrop Rhythm song. I see it. Drone versus drone. AI versus AI. VTuber versus VTuber. Marbles versus marbles. They're gonna settle this via marbles on stream. Wouldn't that be so funny? Yeah, tune in and your favorite countries are battling it out at marbles on stream. Drone swarms could individually pick off cities' civilian population. No, but that's against the Geneva Convention. You can't be attacking civilians. It's illegal. Cross draft probably just means wind. Oh, it was a pun. Great Oshi War. There's a Star Trek episode where two warring nations have gotten bored of the destruction. Instead, AI simulate the war and casualties report to a suicide chamber. That's sad. That's depressing. Like, you didn't even get to defend yourself. You have to, like, the machine simulate it, and it was like, hey, you have to die now. Hacked up, man. TF2 tournaments. But I feel like I don't imagine that they would ever settle this via like esports, because esports can easily be manipulated. You know, if they have to go through a central server or someone, they could just target the central server, you know? They could install malware onto those servers. Then I guess instead of it being a war in the esports, it'd be like a war to rig the esport, which in itself is kind of like a game. If you think about it, it's the metagaming, you know. It's not you gotta win in the esport, but then to win in the esport, you increase your chances by doing real life stuff. That's when they hire Hitman, you know. Good old Agent 47, he'll be out there. He'll be there, and then they'll hire that guy to hack the servers. Anyway, I don't know. Welcome, Nutritious. What even is there? Is anyone really good at esports? Anyone really good at a game? You would be confident to represent your country? I don't think so. I don't think I would ever be good. Ah, you hear that? I just hit the door. Okay, there's a door right here. I cannot get these fish because there's a door in the way. South Korea would become a superpower. It depends on the game, though. Certainly at StarCraft, sure. But what about other games? What if it was Smash Bros? What if it was fighting games? What if they had to fight at EVO? Don't even know. Anyway, what else is going on out there? Any other interesting events recently? The best I ever got was DDR, but it was only about top 100 in the country. I mean, that's really good. Top 100, like in the entire country. That's good. There's a lot of people in the country. I'm a master at Snake Zenzia. Are you actually a master though? Have you competed internationally? What makes a master though? Not many people play DDR. No, a lot of people play it, right? If not a lot of people play DDR, then like what are they playing? Pump It Up? Are they playing Pump It Up? In the Groove, maybe? I don't know. What's the meta nowadays? Esports. You all see the Grand Theft Auto roleplay server for VTubers. You see that? That's happening, right? That's happening this week. Led by Berrybug. I'm seeing it all over my timeline. Many streamers that I am following are streaming Grand Theft Auto. And I tune in and I don't understand what's happening. They're out there and I'm like, what are they doing? What are they doing? What's this even about? I don't know. Berrybug. The bug who is a berry. Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, but that's happening. I don't really know what's happening. You'll see that Aqua graduated from Hololive. That was today, right? I didn't watch, but I saw screenshots. She sure is a Berrybug. She used to be Ladybug Berry, and now she's Berrybug. Times have changed. VTubers are not the same anymore. They're different now. There were many viewers. There was like almost 1 million viewers, right? For the Aqua graduation. I saw a screenshot and it had like 700 something thousand viewers, and I'm like, holy frick. That's a lot of people watching. Imagine the people at YouTube headquarters that had to deal with this. Actually, I don't know, maybe they've probably dealt with much higher volumes. Do you think like having 700k live viewers is enough of a thing to like cause server issues on YouTube? Or do you think it happens often enough that it's just like they've got it handled? I don't know. You think they have to like tell YouTube like in advance of the event? They're like, hey, we're expecting like a lot of viewers, so like make sure you scale up those servers. Do you think there's a guy whose job it is to keep up with VTubers and like at YouTube to be like, okay, this is an important VTuber event. We gotta like, you know, you tell the engineers, scale up the servers, update your server configs. We need 50,000 replicas of this server. It's probably right. Probably there's someone whose job is to do that. See, ITG is pretty similar skill to DDR, but I was never good enough to beat the hardest ITG stuff. I don't know how many people got good enough. Kinda insane to think they put in those tracks and expected literally no one would pass them on most machines. Yeah, humans are built different. Sometimes you're like, there's no way a human could do this. This speedrun tech is literally only task viable and then someone does it and you're like, what the frick? How could they do this? This is my first time hearing of Aqua's graduation. I don't follow any VTuber news sources, I just watch streams. I see it mentioned because, you know, you got people on servers that are fans of the VTubers. And then they're just like, hey, do you see? Oh no, she's graduating, no. I don't know. Wherever she's going next, I'm sure it'll be good. I'm sure she'll do well. And I feel like when you think of like large, well-known VTubers graduating, very often they come back. Like not in the same form, but like, you know, they can't just leave the content creation sphere forever. It simply does not happen. Has there been a time where like a very well-known VTuber graduated and just disappeared and no one ever found them? I don't know. Don't even know, man. Will it ever happen? It could be happening right now. I don't know. Streaming. I feel like a lot of people that do streaming as their main job for a long time, I feel like it must be hard to go back to like a quote-unquote normal job, right? It's like, you know, with streaming, you can set up your own schedule. If you don't feel like streaming one day, you don't have to. But then, like, you know, to go from that back to like an office job must be like, I don't know, must be kind of annoying. Like a boss, you have to like be at the office 9 to 5. You can't just wake up at noon and decide to go live, you know? That's life. It's especially true for like people who got into content creation at an early age. Right, a lot of people growing up nowadays, they see like streaming and like TikTok creation as like a viable career. So, you know, they'll just graduate school and be like, I'm gonna become a TikTok influencer. But then, you know, like a lot of the big YouTubers from the early days, YouTubing wasn't even like a career option, you know, it didn't exist. They're just like, we're just gonna do this for fun. And then they found out they could make money from it, and they're like, whoa, I'm gonna do this full time. But now it's like, you know, it's been established that you can do it full time. And then everyone's like, I gotta do this. Gotta do this, man. I gotta be the the Miles Morales guy from TikTok who just is an NPC and just reacts to super chats. Still remember watching Pikumi's graduation, the first time I saw a VTuber retire. Yeah, that was like a while ago. That was some times. I technically made content when I was like 15, but that meant something else back then. Content? What did that mean? What do you mean by this? Imagine being a React Andy as a career for 40 years. Just watching videos, just being out there. Imagine being yeah, like the Miles Morales TikTok NPC. Like, how long could he realistically do this? He's probably made enough money where he could, like, I don't know, do you think he's made enough money from that he could retire soon? I don't know, probably not. But like, imagine still doing that like 10 years from now. It's just like when like, if he ever has like, you know, he has like a child or something, and they're like, Dad, what do you do as a job? It's like, I just stand in front of the camera and like repeat the same lines like over and over as people give me money. You're like, wow, I want to do that when I grow up. Or like, you know, you go to school and your teachers are like, you know how they always make you do the assignments that are like, you know, talk to your parents, ask them what their job is, you know, get some insight from your parents about their job. And they go and they're like, yeah, my dad just goes on TikTok and he just says lines. He says like the same 5 lines over and over again. It's basically what a stage actor does. Yeah, but it's like, it's different. It's like the same, but also it's not the same. It's a false equivalency. It's like reducing the art form down to the minimum. Content wasn't even a term at the time. Being someone who made stuff had less consequences. It's true. One of the streamers I watched babysat a kid a while ago, and he says he plays video games for a living. one of the streamers I watch, Babysat Kid, a while ago, he said he plays video games for a living. I mean, I guess that's true. That is what they that is what they do. Anyway, probably not tell that to a kid even if it's true. Yeah, because then they think, they're like, oh, I want to do that. You get paid just to play games? Wow. Anyway, I saw a video recently of, I don't know what store it was in, but like the Miles Morales NPC TikTok guy. He was like in like, I don't know if it was like Home Depot or something, but he somehow got up on one of those like, those storage places where they put like the extra stock. And then like an employee found him and just like asked him like, how do you get up there? Can you like get down? And he had to stay in character. He just had to like ignore her and be like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Oh, no, I'm good. No, I'm gonna do my own thing. It's like there wasn't like an end to that video. I wanted to see if they got that guy down from there. Cause like you look at it, it's like, how did he get so high up? He set up like a whole tripod and everything. It's like, man, imagine climbing all the way up there, like while employees are just working. Anyway, he's making a lot of money. There's kids out there, that's what they want to do. It's their ideal job. And then it's like, you think of like, not even just like the NPC TikTok stuff. Like there's people out there who just like buy slime and make like slime, what is it, like slime ASMR? They just like buy slime, they just like move their hands through it. They record it on TikTok. There's like an entire like slime business. There's a whole industry around it. Also, I think I might have like broken something with my controller. It doesn't seem to be vibrating. Okay, this one vibrates, but this one, when I like hit the controller against the other controller, it seems like it stopped. Actual slime molders, so true. Who knew slime was so lucrative? It's a huge business. Also, like soap. You know those like soap cutting videos where people just like, they buy soap, they cut squares into the soap. What's that about? What's the deal with soap cutting? Lucrative, so true. Yeah, the right controller doesn't vibrate anymore. It's messed up. How could that happen? Why did they make these controllers so fragile? Don't they expect us to always like hit walls with them? Oh, wait, is it because it's out of batteries? Do you see that? My hand was stuck there for like a second. Anyway, that's it there. Content creation, it's just gonna keep evolving. You know, like the whole like TikTok NPC stuff hasn't even been around for that long. But it's like, what could they possibly think of next, you know? Like imagine 4 years ago being like, oh yeah, like my job is to just be an NPC on TikTok. Or like we think that's ridiculous now, but like, you know, 10 years from now, what are they gonna do? There's gonna be someone, I can't even imagine. Something even more ridiculous. Someone out there, I don't know, what if they're like on Roblox? What if they do all their work on Roblox? Someone creates like an office in Roblox and then you go onto Roblox and you roleplay. And then they pay you. I don't know. And also a lot of games nowadays about mascot horror games. Like Garden of Banban and Poppy's Playtime. A lot of industries setting up just doing horror slop. That's what Meta was trying to do. Yeah, Meta Horizons. Meta this, meta that. Why haven't they met a good idea? Am I right, guys? Haha. I think Japan is trying to implement virtual classrooms with real diplomas. What? Do you think that would ever work? I guess, like, with the pandemic, it kind of, like, we kind of were forced to do that, right? I have a coworker who, he went to grad school, or, like, I don't know, grad school, like, master's. He did his master's program, like, while COVID was a thing, and it was like, oh, man, I like, signed up to go to this school, you know, and then all of it was just, like, over Zoom. It feels kind of sad. Roblox paperwork. So true. What if they made Papers, Please into, like, a real job? Well, I guess it is based on real job. Never mind. I guess it is. But, like, you know, what if the job was actually... Wait, it probably does exist, right? There probably is a job where people have to review, like, PDFs of, like, documents of people. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. A virtual, like, digitally verifying things. Papers, Please in real life. But, like, not at a physical location. Just, like, at your desk. On a computer. Imagine if your job was in Meta's thing. You'd be complaining to your friends they don't even give us legs. So true. Remember that time they announced there'd be legs? And there weren't? Messed up. Paper pusher, they do get papers. They do. That is a real job. Streamer, when they say, yo, what if real job was real? But, like, sincerely? Yo, there must be a job where people, like, freaking sit at a computer all day and, like, type. Wow. Data entry jobs, that's a thing. Is that still a thing? It probably is still a thing, right? A job to, like, transcribe physical documents into text. There's also a job for, if you're at a post office, there's a job where people, yeah, I have links banned for non-subscribers, because unfortunately we get spam bots, but I will look at your link. automationmedia.com/en/news. What's this? What could this be, even? It's gonna steal my IP address. Japan to get first metaverse high school. Students will attend using 3D anime avatars. Yo, is this VR chat? This is a lot more anime than I thought. Japanese VR and metaverse developer Aomi Next announced their plans to build a metaverse system for a fully virtual high school in Japan. That sounds kind of sad though. Like, shouldn't like students be like, I don't know, just like, you know, communicating with like actual people in real life? Isn't that the point of like education? Like, you know, people think like a lot of education is just you know, to learn the subjects, but it's gotta be also like the in-person communication with other people. That's how college is, right? A lot of people don't even remember what they learned in college, but you know, they remember the connections they made. I don't know. Article's over a year old, perhaps. There's certain situations that could make sense, like if they're disabled, can't easily leave the house. That is true. But is this school for mostly people in that situation? I guess in that situation it would make sense. Or like if we ever have like another COVID situation where like we have like a worldwide pandemic. Students of the Metaverse High School will be provided with VR equipment free of charge. They'll be able to attend the school from anywhere in Japan or overseas. Can customize their avatar. I see. Virtual homeroom esports tournaments. I see. I don't know, maybe it goes well. Maybe it's fine. Thank you, Liquid Cake, for gifting a sub to Cookie and Cream. You should be able to throw stuff at your friends in class. In VR, yeah. How are they gonna catch that stuff in VR though? Like, in real life, you can like... I guess if you're in VR, like, there's no downside of throwing things around. People don't get physically injured from that. Incognito said, I got bullied in high school pretty much all the time, was also the quiet kid. That is unfortunate. I was pretty quiet in high school. And now look at me. I feel like I am still kind of quiet though. Like, I feel like when there's like a large group discussion, I don't tend to say very much. We had like a lot of meetings today at work, and I feel like I barely said anything in like any of those meetings. You just don't know. I'd say I was reading an article that students are all distracted with their phones and aren't participating in class. I guess, you know, times have changed. Smartphones, not even really a thing when I was in school. But now if you're a teacher, you gotta deal with all that. There's like so many ways to cheat nowadays, right? Back in the day, the only really ways to like cheat on your like assignments is like to get someone else to do it for you. To have your friend write your essay. But like nowadays, there's like so much, you know. You could have an AI write your paper. You could like... I don't even know. There's so many ways to cheat. I heard students are basically really behind where they should be. Also, like, COVID didn't really help. The fact that, you know, people could not physically go to school and they had to do everything remotely over Zoom. That must be so messed up. Like, imagine being a student when COVID was a thing. Like, your like, entire curriculum is just remote. Like, imagine, not even like, you know, high schoolers. Like, imagine like, you know, elementary schoolers. The first time ever going to school and it being just like a Zoom call. Not sure if it's because of COVID or other reasons. Like, they can't read well or do math like they should. Yeah. Times have changed. I don't know, everyone's just like, the AI can just do it. Just do things for you. Why even bother? You know, calculators, why even do that? Reading, you could just have the AI. Learning languages, can't the Google app just do that for you? Can't it just auto-translate things? Which is true, it can do that. Big companies basically get people to do in-person entrance exams now because of rampant cheating. In-person, wasn't it always in person though? In-person entrance exams. Big companies. I think like a lot of companies, they do like the initial screening remotely. Yeah, that's just an interview. Oh, nowadays I feel like a lot of companies, they do like initial screening over Zoom and phone. But then like, if it's a company that has like an in-office presence, if they pass the initial screening, then they bring them on site. They did Zoom interviews during COVID. Yeah, but like, isn't that just returning back to how it was pre-COVID? So I feel like, you know, doing interviews remotely, maybe it was a thing before COVID, but it definitely ramped up because of COVID. And then nowadays, I assume that many places are going back to the old way. I don't know. They have many interview rounds. They sure do. As someone who interviewed in the past year, it's definitely true. I went through that. It took me 3 months to find a job, which, you know, is not actually that bad. In this job economy, 3 months is like, it's like nothing. Does anyone have experience finding jobs recently? Probably pretty bad. Imagine if they had, you know how like VTuber like corporations are a thing. Imagine if someone like did the same thing but with TikTok NPCs. You know, maybe there's someone whose dream job is to be a TikTok NPC, but then they just can't get the viewership. And then someone's like, oh, what if we start like a, you know how Hololive is popular, they do streaming. What if we start like a, like a TikTok NPC corpo, and you have to apply. You have to apply to be part of this TikTok NPC corporation. You know, you send in your application, we'll review it. You do like a debut stream. Read messages out loud. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median time is 20.6 weeks. It's like 4 months, right? What job advice do I have? I have no job advice. Honestly, just because it's like I've had I've had experience. The advice for people that are just starting out who have never had like a job, I don't know. I don't even, you know, like when you think about it, when you first start off and you don't have any experience, the resumes are so weird. It's like you list stuff and it's like, what do you put on that? You have like personal projects, I guess. I feel like a lot of times, like resumes of people who have never had job experience, it's just like, I'm a hard worker at school. I had this grades. I did this thing. I don't know. I don't even know. Imagine knowing things. Does anyone out here know things? Anyone aware of things? I know things. I know so many things. And yet, I also don't know many things. Put an out-of-business company in your resume? Yeah, you could just make it up. Just make stuff up. Well, like, yeah, like the first company I worked for, they don't exist anymore. It was like a tech startup from one of my like college professors, and like they disbanded. So like, I don't know. It's still on my resume, but like they can't contact the company because the company doesn't exist. I guess they could contact like the people that work there. But like, what happens if the people that work there don't exist anymore? Like, what if they passed away? They haven't, but like, what if they did? Put your friend as a reference and say they were your boss. You could do that. Do you see that one? There was like I don't know if it was like a TikTok or like some kind of short video where some guy is like a satire video, comedy video, where someone was like, oh, I'm gonna apply to be like the electric chair guy, you know, the guy who pulls the lever for the electric chair. Can I list you as a reference? And then they're like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. It's fun. It's a funny video. And they were just, you know, when they were called as a reference, they just were like, oh yeah, no, I've worked with him. Yeah, he would definitely kill a dog. No, yeah, no questions asked. He, you know, we were at the animal shelter. He killed so many things. He loved killing things. It's like, no, he doesn't discriminate. He would, you know, he would kill anyone. And then he got the job. So funny video, humor, dark humor. Anyway, there's some good videos. There's some good TikToks out there. Hilarious stuff. This is by the same guys who made the video of like Taylor Swift releasing a song where she asks for straight pride at the gay pride parade or whatever. And then she sings a song and then everyone's like, no, she's definitely... The whole thing, the conspiracy theory that people have that Taylor Swift is actually a lesbian, that's what the video was about. But then they made up a song that was extremely straight. Remind me what the Memory TV video that beheaded many people who were my friend. I don't even know that. What even is Memory TV. Anyone have memories of TV? Does anyone even remember TV? You ever think about how kids these days, they grow up, they don't even know what the TV is? The concept of having to like not being able to watch something because it's not live right now. I guess the same thing could apply for VTubers. TVs. Yeah, like Twitch. No, but Twitch has VODs, so that's the difference. Even though you can watch it live, you can still watch it afterwards. But, you know, kids nowadays, they can just watch video on demand. They don't have to wait. Not everything has a VOD though. Yeah, but like it's easily recordable. Someone out there, if it's popular enough, someone probably has like a VOD of it. Not officially, but like recorded off stream. Unofficially. Back in my day, we used TiVo. I remember that. DVR, right? You just record stuff. Words. Imagine recording things without the consent of the streamer. No one would ever do that. Never happen. Anyway, kids these days, they have it so good. They don't even know. They don't even know what it is to suffer. To just not watch the thing because it's not on at the time. I know Duck is recording VODs. It's out there. It was a joke. Anyway, it's time to be night mode. Oh no, I dropped the... I dropped the book. Oh, there it is. We're here. We're here now. It's nighttime. I should stand up. Can't be sitting all the time. Have you all stretched recently? You should be stretching. I'm gonna stretch. Just put your hands to the sky for like several seconds. Had a lot of DVDs, but I don't recall having a DVR. I didn't have one. I never really recorded stuff. What if there was a Wolfie Pajamas emote? Like a sleeping emote? Like an emote you can post when sleeping? Well, if I had emote slots, I would consider that. Because I do use, you know, it is pretty often that people talk about sleeping on stream. Not like sleeping on the stream, but like on the stream they talk about sleeping, and then I post this one. It's a good emote. And then, you know, there's many of them. There's so many sleep emotes. Look at all these emotes. Got this one, you got that one, you got this one, you got those ones. So many of them. Sleep. I like this one. This sleep emote. I was gifted a sub to this streamer who I don't really know who they are, but they've got good emotes. It's a good sleep emote. They're like yawning and then they sleep. That's great. Let's look at my emotes. Let's look at some emotes. Northern Light, Choco Jacks emotes. We got Chena emotes. Hamflow emote. Shimada Tiger emotes. Lone Star Colt emotes. Tetra MH emotes. Yuna emotes. Elvira emotes. Moonybug emotes. Alice emotes. Colum the Golem. Seaside FM. Yo, this is Duck. This is literally the stream. This one. This thing right here. He's there. I have a lot of emotes. Holy frick. Berrybug emotes. We have Bodega Rat emotes. We have Captain Chia emotes. We have Essie emotes. Karen emotes. Wow. How did that happen? It's a lot of them. I don't have it. See, what you used to though? Why don't you have it anymore? I only have their emotes because, you know, when Twitch was doing the thing where if you watch a DJ stream for 15 minutes, you get this emote. I just looked at the DJ tag and that person was streaming, and then I was like, okay, sure, I'll tune in for like a few seconds, a few minutes, and I got the emote. Welcome, Minty Fresh Kyle. Bug mention. Bury the bug. Bury bug. The bug. Classic emote. Anyway, it's good times out here. Oh, there's a fish on the line. I didn't even realize. Right, I was standing up. Why did I sit down? I said I was standing up, and then I went and I sat down. Like some kind of fool. Gotta stand. Schmovin. You love berry bug? Oh yeah, well, you love berry bug. What's the best berry bug? What is your favorite berry bug moment? Name 5. Name 5 of her best moments. I'm just kidding. You don't have to. But you could. The one where she talked about nuggeting her favorite fictional... I don't even know what that word means. Nuggeting. What about that time when she played a video game? Remember that one? I remember. I was there. Remember when she was Ladybug Berry instead of Berrybug? I remember. I was there. Those were some times. Remember video games? Yes. I am in fact playing a video game right now. You might think this is just reality, but actually it's a video game. I know, it's hard to believe. It looks so realistic. You're like, oh, those fireflies are definitely real. That waterfall right there is real. No, it's fake. It's a game. I'm not even really on a lake right now. Look at that. I'm clipping through the boat right here. Wow, look at this. What if I just kept doing this? My mind is blown. My brain is explode. Can someone post Choco J? No way. Oh well. That's a good emote. That's a great emote. Anyway, yo, that one. That's a good one. A lot of good emotes out there. If only I had more emote slots, I would be drawing more emotes. I'd be drawing a sleeping emote. I'd be drawing a other. Oh man, I just hit the controller again. I'd be drawing another emote. I don't know. I'd be drawing all the emotes. How loud was that sound? When I accidentally hit my controller against the door, how loud is it? Because it seemed pretty loud. It seemed very loud. Low battery emote. You could always rotate some of them. Yeah, but then, like, you know, what if people counted on them? What if people really enjoyed using a specific emote and then it's gone? Can't believe it. We need more Waffle subs. It's true. That's when you do a subathon. You know, you go out there, you're like, we gotta get sub points so we can hit the goal. But I'm not doing that. Imagine doing a subathon. Couldn't be me. Just count on hundreds of people showing up and just buying a sub one day. On the same day. For someone to gift 100 gifted subs. I don't even know how many subs I need for the next emote slot. Actually, no, I have it. I have it as a goal. It's literally, if you scroll down, it's literally there on desktop. It's right there. The Meta Quest controllers are basically two Wiimotes connected to a smartphone tethered to your face. The Meta Quest controllers are two Wiimotes? No, they're like... They emit infrared light. And then there's cameras on your face. And then they detect where it is relative. I don't know. 66 within the next 3. Yeah, can someone gift 66 subscriptions? I'm just kidding. I could also just buy like subs for myself, right? If I really wanted the emote slots, here's considered a business expense. It's pretty much getting 50% off subs. Gift subs don't work. No, that's for Partner Plus. You're thinking of Partner Plus or whatever. Gift subs work for emote slots. You're mistaken. You're giving false information. I don't care about Plus. I don't need the money. Anyway, if I really wanted to, I could probably gift myself 100 subs. I could spend... It's not even $500 anymore. It's like $600. Welcome, Essie. And give myself 100 subs just to get an emote slot, but I don't think it's worth it. Would you spend... It's like $500, but it's like 50% off your subs though, because the money goes back to you. But then you gotta pay it in taxes, so like maybe it doesn't. Yeah, my day job pays so much more, but still. Signing up for better Twitch TV might be enough, but like I don't want that. They're not real emotes. I want real emotes, so that people can use it on other channels. That's how it is. 7 TV as well. You know, we got better Twitch TV, got 7 TV. Got Franker Face Z. Welcome, Props Not Jack. Commit tax evasion? I would never. Has anyone here ever done that? Have you ever committed tax evasion? Tax fraud? Just have to imagine them? I can imagine. I can see that cat smile. That's the smiling cat. Wide people happy. That's the people who is wide and also happy. They recently changed it so if you give more than 5 subs, it's back to the old $5 per sub price again. I did not know that. But hey, Subtember, right? Subtember's coming up. Did you see that Subtember? Is it happening right now? No, I surely would have seen it, right? They would have put up a banner. I would have seen it. Joler. Pawn Crazy. I don't even know Pawn Crazy. What about Glorp? Glorp? Any Glorp enjoyers out here? Glorp the green cat known as Glorp. Glorp is Joel, but as Glorp. Well, now it's fun talking, but it's getting late. Speaking of watching VTubers late, goodbye and have fun. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Subtitle. Cinema. No, I know cinema. What about Binema? It's cinema, but instead of a guy, it's like a cat. Binema. Welcome, Unpossible Car. Anyway, what else is happening out there? Can I check my notes? What do I have in my notes for things that are interesting? Have I learned anything recently? Do I have anything in my Logseek documents? COVID, I talked about COVID. Typhoon in Japan? I did not see that. What's happening in Japan? Is it a really big typhoon? Is it real bad? Various things. There's nothing even on here. Typhoon Shanshan. What's the story behind that? What is this typhoon? I've been getting into art recently. I've been inspired to draw again. Can you believe that? I think I have like Monday off, right? Because of Labor Day. Maybe I'll do like a long drawing stream. It's like a really long art stream on Monday. I don't know. But yeah, it's cause like I've learned that I was motivated to draw because I have a new strat now. Yes, but here's my new strat of what I've learned. You know, I used to draw. If I was to draw realistically, I used to draw like faces, like starting. You know the typical thing that artists do. They draw the circle. They draw like this thing. They draw this stuff. And like every time I tried doing that, I was never able to like get the shape right. It always looked wrong to me. And like I was never satisfied. But then I learned a new strat. Okay, this worked for me. It might not work for you. Now I start by drawing the neck. Now I draw the neck, and then like instead of like doing this thing, I just draw this. And for whatever reason, this works for me. I can like just by doing this, I can just imagine this thing connecting, and then then I just draw the rest of it. And it works well, and now I'm satisfied with the results. The Loomis method, so true. Everyone knows the Loomis method. You draw this circle. That's an awful circle. You draw the circle. Draw the other circle. Draw the little thing here. Draw this thing. But like, it never looks right to me. I simply don't know. You put the eyes here. Put the nose, the mouth. And then you draw the neck. But new strat works for me. I'm very motivated to draw now. Anyway, and then as I'm watching streams, I'm just like, what if I just draw? A lot of times I'll just watch the stream. A lot of times I'll just play Bloons Tower Defense or whatever. Now I'm drawing. I'll be watching a VTuber and I'll be like, I'm gonna draw this VTuber. And then I do. I was watching Nino Egan play Dark Souls yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna draw this because the reference is literally on the screen. Don't even need to look up reference. It's like it's right there. It's fun. Drawing is fun. Anyone out here drawing? Any drawing enjoyers? I enjoy it. Haven't enjoyed it in a long time. But now it's back up. What? I accidentally pressed something. I accidentally went into a menu. Now we're back. I don't know what else is going on. We're fishing. Talking about August is over. We got September's coming up. We got September. And before you know it, it's going to be 2025. We'll be here. We'll be like, remember that time when it was like 2024? Wow, that was a crazy year. To remember. Yeah, the 21st night of September. I remember. I was there. Many times. I've experienced that day dozens of times. So many times. It's like it was literally like it was a year ago. Welcome X-Tag. I'll draw in MS Paint for those VTuber birthday boards. Yeah, that's good. People, they do appreciate art. It comes from the soul, when you put in the effort, you put in the time to draw something, that's what counts. Welcome Cryptic Command. Halfway through the decade, 2025. When is Domtember? I don't know. Is that a thing? September? I said September though. I didn't even say. Did I say September? I did. I did say September because of Twitch. Add-a-tember. What about Molt-tember? Divide-tember. I want to see art that comes from the gut. It happens. You could do it. you could be drawn right now. I can imagine those emotes. Molt and Nope, I know those. Those are Balatro emotes. Oh yeah, did you all see the Nintendo Direct or whatever? I did not actually watch that. Was there anything good? It's like a Balatro collab, but like, do I care about do I care about that? It's just like different card faces, right? JRPG stuff. No Silk Song. Do you see that? There was no Silk Song. Everyone's like, I can't wait to see an announcement for the Hollow Knight sequel, Silk Song. It did not happen. Do you think that game's even real? Wouldn't it be funny if that game was just a joke? Welcome Alt Chikar. JP Direct had Tokimeki Memorial. I don't even know. Forgot about that. Balatro Among Us. Hollow Guy when? Hollow Knight. Isn't that the VTubers? Hollow Knight. Didn't they just have that on this past weekend in New York City? The night for Hollow? Holo? Here, I'm gonna explain the joke, okay? The joke is because Holo Live kind of sounds like Hollow Knight, Holo. That's why it's funny. When words sound like other words. And you go, whoa, I thought he was talking about the other word. But no, he subverted my expectations because he used a word that sounded similar, but meant something else. Isn't it wacky how words work like that? Wow, he's such a genius. Wordplay, this streamer, he's so goated. Holocure. We had Fall Guys, now we have Hollow Guys. Holocure. Could you repeat that? I don't think I got. Wait, there's a VOD, okay? You gotta just watch the VOD. Come on. Can't be explaining every joke. What's the best joke you've heard recently? Anyone have a favorite recent joke? It was International Tell a Joke Day, right? Like a week or two ago? It was 2 weeks ago. No, it was last week. Tell a Joke Day raid. That was last week. Star Streamer, I don't have instant DVR playback on Twitch. Can you repeat the joke? No. I'm sorry. Do you know that you can just, some people, they clip a stream to watch moments that they just missed, but then they don't even realize that even if you don't save the clip, it shows up. So the streamer can tell that you tried to clip a moment. But do you know you can just go to the VOD, like even when the stream is live? Holy frick, it's 94 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Brooklyn. Dang. It doesn't feel like it. It feels much cooler. No longer. Is that not the thing anymore? Do they not do that? Oh, they used to. They used to do that. But you know, now you could just go to while the streamer is live, you just click on their name, just go to freaking videos. It's right there. It's literally, this stream is literally happening. You could watch this VOD right now. Look at that. If you miss a moment, you don't need to clip it. Flavor of the month games, I wonder how they do. What is the flavor of the month now? What's everyone playing? The new trend nowadays is Wukong, right? Everyone's playing what's that game called? Black Myth Wukong. That's a thing. That's a game that people are playing. Yeah, Wukong D's got him, huh? I'm gonna hydrate. It is 7 p.m. It's hydration time. Alright, I've hydrated. Monkey game, balloons. Everyone's playing monkey games. Welcome, Mochi letters. Yeah, I was playing balloons. Everyone's playing monkey games. Was there like another game that people are playing recently? Oh, I'm dropping frames. Besides Wukong, what is the new trend? What's our? I guess I could just check. I'll just check Twitch. What are people playing? Deadlock. Art. Actually, there's like quite a bit of variety. The people that I'm following right now, they're playing a bunch of different things. Chatting, Mahjong Soul, Makers and Crafting, Pikmin, Genshin, Art, Crow Country. What's even the deal? Welcome, Hamflow. Voices of the... Oh yeah, Fields of Mystria. Yeah, people are playing Fields of Mystria. That's a new trend. Everyone's playing that. I never really got into like farming sims. I don't really get it. Is anyone really into that game right now? I have seen people play Voices of the Void. Is it because there was like a new like DLC or like a new update or something? Oh, there was also the Risk of Rain, Risk of Rain 2 update. Hamflow was playing it. I saw at least one other person playing it. They're playing Valheim. I've not heard of that game in like a long time. Voices of the Void. I'll be honest, I've watched people play Voices of the Void. I don't understand what they're doing. I don't get it. I don't know what the goal is. I don't know what they're doing. I like farming games, haven't really 100% completed them. I feel like I don't tend to 100% complete like a lot of games though. Like I'm fine with just finishing it once and then just, you know, just never playing it again. Yeah, people playing games though. Look at all these people. So many people. The collab icon, remember that? Has anyone ever done a knock before? The knock button to collaborate? I've never seen anyone use it. Is it even real? It's probably real. Anyway. Streaming. The new streaming meta. What about Fall Guys? What about Among Us? Has Among Us had an update recently? Has all used it? What? No one ever uses it. No one's out there using functionality. Imagine just knocking on someone's door. Could not be me. Says a joke. They had a Critical Role collab. Clavio knocked someone yesterday as a joke. Well, that was like opt-in, right? She had like a Twitter thread that was like, would anyone like to be a recipient of a knock-knock joke or whatever? I saw that thread. Those both kind of dropped off. I think streaming has moved on to Lethal Company. No, Lethal Company, I feel like I don't see anyone playing that nowadays. The only person I see playing Lethal Company is Northern Lion. But that used to be the meta. It was like Lethal Company. I feel like I don't see anyone playing what's that game called? Phasmophobia anymore, right? Maybe, I guess when it gets closer to Halloween, you'll probably see a bunch of Phasmophobia streams. Not from me, but like from other people. But then, you know, Lethal Company was a thing, and then they had that other game that was like content warning, right? That was popular for a bit. And then Dark Souls DLC, not Dark Souls, Elden Ring DLC came out, that was the thing for a while. Now it's a Wukong. Lethal Company is probably fun to play, but I don't get anything out of watching it. I don't know, I guess it depends. Cause like the streamers that I watch who play Lethal Company, which I guess is mostly just Northernlion, I don't really watch it for the gameplay. They're out there bantering, chatting with each other. The people who like those games are still playing them, but they're not exactly viral anymore. Yeah. That's how it goes. It's like Pal World, right? People were like, oh, no one's playing Pal. Is Pal World a failure? They had so many players and now it's like nothing. But then you think about it and it's like, actually, like a lot of people are still playing Pal World. It's just not like a huge number. I mean, it is still pretty huge. Pal World, yeah, literally, is my stream delayed? It's probably delayed. There's Pal World, there was like another game that was popular. More people are playing Pal World than Concord. I don't even know what Concord is. What is that? Isn't that a type of grape? Isn't that, Discord? I don't know. People still paid money for those games, so the devs still made bank even if the numbers aren't as high. That is true. It's not like they're paying like a monthly subscription to play them. It's not like this is Final Fantasy 14 online, am I right, guys? With the free expansion, the free trial up until level 70 something, including the critically acclaimed Heavensward expansion. Wow. That's a game. Concord is some mid-multiplayer FPS. What about Deadlock? Is everyone playing Deadlock now? Now that people are allowed to talk about it? Actually, it's funny because I think last week, was it during my fishing stream last week? Or maybe it was, no, it was during a Friday stream, right? I was talking about Deadlock. At the time, it was like, you know, NDA, you could not talk about it. But then I talked about it. And then, like, literally, I think on that day, they made it public. Honestly, Deadlock going open might have just been yet another bullet into Concord. See, like, I've never even heard of Concord. I don't even know. What about 2XKO? Are people still playing that? That's the fighting game from Riot Games. I heard a lot about it on Twitter for like a week. And nothing since. Deadlock is sweaty, but it's popular for the competitive crowd. I think it's it. Oh, was it like in beta? Oh, that's probably what it was. It's probably in like open beta. And then the beta's over. That's why I haven't heard about it. I thought it was out. I was in fact wrong. Is anyone looking forward to any games coming out? I feel like I don't have that anymore. I remember like back in the day, like I'd be like excited that a game was coming out. I feel like the last time I was really excited about a game coming out was probably Animal Crossing for the Switch. Because, you know, I was like a huge Animal Crossing fan. But then it came out and it was just like, I don't know. But ever since that, I don't think there's been a game that I've been like looking forward to. I just think it doesn't happen anymore. So a huge ad behind the counter at GameStop for 2XKO or Concord. I keep looking for a source about Concord. Did this game really cost $100 million to develop? For that kind of money, you could develop the actual Concord jetliner. Well, you can't, like, the budget for game dev is different for, like, making a plane, right? It's like, it's making one plane. Versus making a game that can be enjoyed theoretically by thousands. I get excited when new Magic the Gathering sets come out, which is really often nowadays. About Pokemon cards. What about Digimon cards? Do they still make Digimon cards? Concord. Oh, I see. Concord. What about Procord? AAA companies do be dumping millions of dollars on projects that end up DOA. It's true. Remember that Wile E. Coyote movie that they canceled? That's a thing. That's a thing that happened. Looking forward to the new Golden Idol game? I don't even know what even is that. Golden Idol? Coyote movie. What if it was just a viral marketing campaign? You get people to be excited about it, because I feel like if they did not announce that they were scrapping the movie, people would not have cared, right? If they just came out with like a Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner movie without any of the controversy, people would have just been like, yeah, I'm not watching that. But now that it's like, you know, it's canceled. Well, it's a canceled movie. We gotta revive it, you know? And then people are excited about it. What if it was just a viral marketing campaign to make people excited about something that would have maybe been mid? I don't know. They went with a tax write-off. Will that film ever see the light of day? It's an Obra Dinn type game. Golden Idol. I see. I don't know too much about Obra Dinn, but it's like a knowledge-based game, right? I feel like whenever I see people talking about games that are like, oh, this is a game where it's only gated by your knowledge, you know, you learn things. It's like Outer Wilds, it's like Tunic. People sometimes bring up Obra Dinn. And like, the only thing I know about that game is when Amelia Watson played it. And I tuned it. That was back when I still used to watch like a lot of corporate VTubers. But I watched that. I don't remember anything. I don't remember what happened. That was some time ago. I've heard Obra Dinn described as a murder Sudoku. Yeah, it's basically like find out who killed who at what time with what. It's like Clue, right? Clue, the game, but like on a pirate ship or something. Anyway, I don't know. Games are happening. It's quite like that. It's like a puzzle game. It's like Picross, but with murder. But not murder by numbers. That's a different game. Colonel Mustard in the captain's quarters with the blunderbuss. I remember Clue. That was when it's the same thing. I used to do VTuber watch-alongs. When they would watch a movie, I used to actually watch the movie. It's back when Amelia Watson watched Clue, the movie. And I watched it. Good times. I have fond memories. Ever think that was only like 2 years ago, right? 3 years ago. You ever think about how Holomyth has been out for almost 4 years now? You think about how 4 years is almost close to half a decade? Wow. It really puts it into perspective. The Clue movie is the one that had multiple endings? Yes. They had multiple endings for different theaters. Using back when to refer to Holomyth is fricked up. It's true though. It's like 4 years ago. 4 years ago. And then I think about how like... Actually, literally this past weekend, when I met up with people who were visiting New York for the Hololive concert, one of my friends who was there, I had not met him since like the first time I went to Japan. And I was like, oh yeah, that was like 5 years ago, right? And he was like, no, it was 7 years ago. I was like, holy frick, 7 years ago? Wait, that's like almost a decade. You're telling me the first time I went to Japan was almost a decade ago? Are you for real right now? Like, I thought it was just like, 5 years, which is still a long time. Like, for whatever reason, 7 years compared to 5 years just feels like such a big difference. Because, like, you know, 5 years is like the halfway point. You're like, okay, it's like half a decade. 7 years, it's like, okay, it's like, it's closer, it's like pretty close to 10 years. Man. Time sure does pass. But yeah, I had not seen him in 7 years. And then I did. It's fun times. When was the first time I saw an anime girl and thought, yeah, I'm gonna draw them? Who's the first time I drew an anime girl? I don't even know. What was the first anime girl I even drew? It was not Amelia Watson. I'm like, earliest I can think of is like a Toho character, but like I feel like I probably have drawn anime characters before Toho. I don't even know. Like, I've drawn original characters, but like specifically fan art. I don't know. I don't know. Pokemon. Did I ever draw Pokemon fan art? No, I did. But like, I don't know. A card from Aikatsu. That's definitely not the first time I've drawn an anime girl. I don't know what it was. I think back on like the earliest anime I watched, besides like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z. I think Azumanga Daioh was the first one. I don't think I ever drew Azumanga Daioh like fan art. I watched Rosen Maiden. I probably drew some Rosen Maiden characters. Maybe that was the first. I don't know. Who even knows, man? What's even the deal with anime? I don't even watch anime anymore. I was like, you know, this past weekend I was at Kinokuniya and there's so much anime and I did not even... I had no interest in buying any manga. Had no interest in like buying any figures or anything. Do you know that all the Niji Sanji EN merch at Kinokuniya when I went there is 50% off? What's up with that? And they have like all the other merch that's like full price. It's like right next to the Hololive keychains, and those were full price. Really says a lot about society. Remember that, gamers? Society. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there. It was really crowded. A lot of people from Anime NYC going to Kinokuniya. For those of you unfamiliar, Kinokuniya is like a Japanese bookstore. They've got a lot of manga. They've got anime. They've got CDs. Got them, CDs. 50% off. What the heck? I bought my Pomu figure at full price in the Seattle Kinokuniya. Well, that was back then. Okay, nowadays they had no Pomu merch. Probably because they stopped making them. But they had the other ones. They had everyone else. This was like last month. What? They still had a Pomu figure. What the heck? You can't keep getting away with this. I don't know, but it was like acrylic stands. Or like, I get the appeal of acrylic stands, but like looking at the price of them, they're like, holy frick, this acrylic stand is normally like $30. Are you kidding me? $30 for an acrylic stand? It's literally just like a piece of plastic. It's not even like custom molded plastic. It was like, who out here is paying $30 for like an acrylic stand? It's too much. Even at 50% off, I don't think I would pay $15 for something. Would you pay if your Oshi had an acrylic stand that was $30? Would you buy it? Would you pay 30 American dollars for a piece of plastic with an anime girl printed on it, or anime boy, or whatever? I don't know. I don't know who your Oshi is. Would you do it? I wouldn't. I would simply just not buy merch. I would simply just not spend money on merchandise. Welcome, Cat's Pots. I would make it for $2. You could, yeah, if you had your own acrylic cutting thing. Whatever those things are called. A CNC machine. You could do it. It's so cheap to make. How could you spend $30 on this? There's no way. What was the last piece of anime merch, anime or VTuber merch, that any of you have purchased? Is there even anything? I remember one time I ordered an Amelia Watson acrylic sand. Speaking of acrylic sands, I ordered one like a long time ago. It never got here. I think it got lost in the mail. You sent them all the way from like Japan or whatever. It never got here. I just lost it. It was fine though. I mean, whatever. Welcome, Paint 2D. I got a Savinka shirt in the mail today. Let's go. Is it a good shirt? I feel like a lot of times, like, shirts that have like, I guess like made to order shirts. What is it called when they like print on demand? Print on demand shirts. I feel like the quality is not usually that high. Is that true? Is it a high quality shirt? Got a Clavio sweater. Does Clavio sell sweaters? I know she has the Cheese to Meet You shirt. Was that a sweater as well? What else is there? It's US size, so not optimal for me. Is it too large? US large. I do hear that as a complaint sometimes. When like a lot of they sell general like goods, and then it's like the t-shirts are always US large. And then people, you know, like from people in Japan, they're like, this is too large for me. I can't believe it. Bought some art from Clover Chibi a long while ago. I know that person. There's a pastel melon sweater with an illustration of her on it. Of who? Clavio? My Oshi put out merch, but it's with some partnered site, and a hoodie is $90. Would you pay $90 for a hoodie? What's the most you would pay for a hoodie? I honestly don't know how much clothing costs nowadays. I was at a Muji the other day. I was like, man, clothes are really this expensive now. Telling me this thing costs like $30. Depends on the hoodie. What if it's like a good quality hoodie? In Europe, big sizes are for long people, but the US is for wide people. Long people? It's an interesting way to put it. I would have said tall people. Clavio pastel melon sweater. If it looks nice, I'd be okay paying $90. I would not pay $90. I see $80 is typical for a VTuber hoodie. A good quality hoodie could go for $30 to $50. Yeah, I was thinking like in that range. $80, I don't know. It would have to be like really good. But I could not think of a single VTuber or streamer that I would pay $80 to get a hoodie of. Not even Northern Lion. I would not even pay money for a Northern Lion hoodie. VTuber tax being 20 to 30. VTuber fans are willing to pay a lot more. Honestly. They would pay for cardboard. They literally would. They would pay for, they would go to a collab cafe just get the coasters. Specific outdoor hoodies maybe 70 to 100. That's for specific outdoor activities. Yeah, I guess like those are probably like much higher quality, right? Because those are meant to be for extreme conditions. Maybe not extreme conditions, but like, you know, outdoor stuff. I'm paying $25 a month for a postcard from Mint and Mataru. 25. That's so much money. But I guess like you are supporting them though, right? Like financially. So like there is that. I guess the difference between just paying $80 for like a hoodie versus paying $80 for like a VTuber hoodie is that, you know, some of that money goes toward the VTuber. Especially if it's like an indie VTuber. If it's like a corporate VTuber, they get like a much smaller cut of it. I don't know. They would pay hundreds to buy the cardboard cutout at cons. Yeah, but like, those are one of a kind, right? I guess you could just get a cardboard cutout printed, but like, yeah, I don't know. you could pay for it. Would you pay $100 for a cardboard cutout of a VTuber? See, I also got a lot of VTuber art prints in the last couple of days. 2%? What is the 2% for? Tax. I don't know. Merch. Anyone out there buying merch? You buying merch right now? Has there ever been like truly original merch? You know, you think of like VTuber merch, it's always like, you know, we got voice packs, you got like posters, t-shirts. Has there ever been something that's like extremely unique and you're like, whoa, what the heck? Never would have thought of doing this. Plushies, I get plushies are like one of them. I guess there's not too much room for originality, right? You know, you gotta get partnered with someone who makes the goods. You know, a laundry basket? She had a laundry basket? Oh, that's pretty unique. The VTuber hot sauce. Is that just like VTuber? Is that just like hot sauce with a sticker of a VTuber on it? You know, laundry basket? Hold on, I gotta check this out. You know, laundry basket? Nino, Maya, Ina, Miss Laundry Basket. This thing? I haven't seen this. What the heck? That was pretty nice. Now, yeah, this I would count as being pretty unique. Wow, it's pretty nice. Same with the Takodachi mesh laundry bag. Takodachi mesh laundry bag. There's nothing. I don't see it. Doesn't exist. I bought both because they were so good. A laundry basket. It's a laundry basket. The thing that I saw, is this a basket? This looks like a bag. Oh, this thing. Oh, that looks nice. I like that. Yeah, these are pretty unique. VTuber Coffee Phase Connect. They do, in fact, be making coffee. But, like, the coffee's just like... It's just like coffee with, like, a bag, right? It's not... It could be... It's not, like, unique, I guess. Is what I'm saying. I guess it is unique that people don't tend to do it. But it's like... I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. It's really just like a coffee box. What is it? Coffee thing. I see, it wasn't a VTuber, but years ago there was a streamer who sold bathwater. That's different. That's not VTubing. But that is unique, though. Previous search results had an image of them. It's not a basket. It is a laundry thing. It's for your clothing. Oh, this thing. This was here. That's nice. There should be more merch like this. Unique. We need some more unique goods. It's always the same thing. Well, like, what else could there even be? Did you get the Eurocamp cast iron pan? Is it just a cast iron pan with the logo on it? It's gotta be. Well, yeah, I think this is pretty cool. It's like on brand. It's a thing that you would go camping with. Good seasoning. Yeah. So true. What if there was like, you know, like a fishing VTuber? Someone who actually does fishing, unlike me. And they had like a fishing rod. So welcome Big Deck. Hello. Hello Raiders. Yo, Pomfall and Cowfriend are here. Where the heck is Michael Hunt? Shout out Big Deck. Stream it, yo, Balatro, I love that game. Is the Among Us collab happening with Balatro right now? I don't know. Practical goods. Welcome Awesome Aim, welcome Pompfall, welcome Cowfriend. Welcome the Lag Slave. Admiral Kobayashi. What, you were also watching the same streamer? And maybe you'd bring that up. Michael? No, Michael. Gotta have the trio, you know. Or the Among Us collab. Were you talking about the Among Us collab or Michael? He's probably watching Choco Jackson's stream. You are the fishing VTuber? Yeah, but I mean like another one. The other one. The other fishing VTubers. Anyway, we're talking about VTuber merch. We are talking about unique merch that you have seen of VTubers. Talking about how Ina from Holo Ian apparently had like a laundry basket or whatever. That was a thing. Talking about how Eurocamp has a cast iron skillet. But you know, every VTuber, they just got t-shirts. They got plushes. Wolfie is my favorite modern philosophy VTuber. No, I only talked about that once. When will I release my fishing rod? Right now. Right now, as we speak. It is catch and release after all. Bam, look at that. I've released it. It's right there. Eurocamp also had a Yakiniku stand and machete. Yo, they had a machete? Eurocamp machete? What the? I don't see it. I don't see it. It's not on here. Is that real? A machete? Is there, you know how, like, there's, what is it? There's, like, a series that's, like, guns, but anthropomorphized. Do they have, like, real guns? Could they have, like, real gun merch? I don't even know. What, the Eurocamp machete? You could make one. Girls Frontline. Are they guns, though? I know they use guns. Are they the anthropomorphized version of guns? Oh, I was thinking of Upote, right? Isn't there was like a show called like... Is it this one? Yeah, they're guns, right? These these characters are literally based on the guns. They have merch that's just guns. Yeah, Tsupote. They are guns. Girls Frontline, they are guns. I did not know that. Could they have merch that's like a bullet? Could they have merch that's like a... What's that thing called? Like a stock? A rifle stock or whatever. Here's the link. Eurocamp. Rin-chan's a machete? Holy frick. That's cool merch. It's very on brand, you know? It's out there. Have they sold like tents or like camping gear? That would make sense. They both are guns and are their own OCs. How does that work? How does that make sense? What's some other nice merch? Do you think they would sell like Uma Musume, like horse merch? Specifically for horses? You know, like horses have those like horse blinders that they put on their sides? They could have that for Uma Musume. Do they have Eurocamp portable gas stove? Probably not. I feel like that's probably kind of dangerous. But then again, a machete's kind of... No, but like machete... I don't know. Uma Musume glue. Is glue made of horses? Like, why do people always mention glue? Is it like the loser of the horse race gets sent to the glue factory? Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Is glue made from horses? Are horses used to make glue? Horses were used to make glue. But not anymore, right? It's like in the past. It's past tense. Uma Musume chopsticks. They used to be. I don't know if they are anymore. What about Elmer's glue? Is that really made of Elmer? Smile. They use horses to seal the glue package now? What do you mean by that? Are you making this up? I think there was something else that I learned recently. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like something was made from something, but I forget what it was. I don't think I took notes on it. Wait, what did I put in my notes? Today I learned. Oh, you know what I learned recently? Is that the, do you know that the Washington Post is not Washington the state, but Washington, D.C.? I didn't know that until, like, this weekend. Welcome, Nanodan. The horses are employed. Do they use them to lick the glue packages? I thought they would have used seals. I get it, because seals could be the animal, or it could be the thing you use to seal to seal something. Tennis rackets used to be made with cat stomachs. Yeah, there was something like that that I learned recently, right? I forget what it was. Was it cat stomachs? The Gun Girl characters are a type of android called dolls that were originally made for civilian work. They were bought by a PMC. I don't know what that is. Paramilitary complex. Probably. And converted for combat use into tactical dolls. They're printed with a specific firearm. The company policy has them only go by the name of their weapon because they're only guns to the PMC. Ergo, they have the name of the gun and use the gun, so they are it. I see. So they're not really the guns, but they're kind of like the guns. I get it. I get it. I know lore. When people explain lore to me, I definitely understand all of it. String instrument bows are still made from horses. Wait, that's the thing I learned. Yeah, that's what it was. It was called like something gut, right? Catgut. Oh yeah, it was called catgut, right? And they're like, they used to make this out of like cat actual guts. Something like that. Private military company, I see. PMC. Isn't that Devil May Cry, the hit series featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series? Anyone out there crying right now? Anyone crying in the club right now? Not me. Ponte from the Devil May Cry. So true. Usually like sheep or cow guts, stuff that was already going to be slaughtered. It's sad. They're out there slaughtering things. Anyone ever slaughter something? Anyone ever been on a farm and had to slaughter an animal? I've never had to do it. Do you think you could do it? It'd be so sad. I don't know. I don't even know. Oh, we got another fish. There's some loud thunder going on. Look at those birds. See how bright those birds are? There's no way that those are real birds, right? Birds don't emit light. What could that even be? You could slaughter a fish. I feel like that's different though. I feel like slaughtering seafood is like a different category compared to like slaughtering like a mammal. See, my dad made me kill a chicken once, but he was insane and wanted me to break its neck by hand, and I couldn't do it. Then he couldn't do it either, cut its head off with a machete instead. What? That's concerning. I've heard that like if you chop off the head of like a chicken, it still like moves around for like a while, right? That's scary. It's like the brain is not controlling the thing anymore, but like the limbs are just moving around on their own. It's frightening. I think it was only old nags they sent to glue factories once the horse was too old to do anything, basically. I see. Wait, then what is glue made of nowadays if it's not... Like, they don't make glue from horses, but like... What's it made of now? Is it just made of like resin? Plant-based matter or what? What even is glue? Is it plants? Is glue vegan? Is it made of like collagen? There's a lot of things like that that I don't think about. You're like, this common material, what is it even made of? Birds aren't real. You're supposed to break the chicken's neck because they can run around without their head. If you just chop it off, it's more humane. So true. Some dads do some words Wolfie can't read out loud to try to prove something to his son sometimes. Some dads do some words that I can't read out loud. Some messed up stuff. Some kind of synthetic chemical thing now. They used to be made from marrow. I see. Bone marrow. Is there other types of marrow besides bone marrow? Because I feel like when people say marrow, they usually say bone marrow, right? Is there even another marrow? Marrow. Isn't that the guy from Super Mario RPG? No, that's Mario. No, that's Mallow. That's tallow. That's mallet. Mallow. Marshmallow. I don't even know. Anyway, it's time to do some connections, everyone. It is near the end of the stream. I'm going to catch this fish and then open up the browser again. I'm gonna see what today's connection is, okay? I tuned in to Northern Lion stream and he was doing connection, and I was like, I can't watch this. I gotta tune out of this stream because I'll get spoiled. Connections, everyone. Martini, teeth, humor, pendulum, steps, teabag, monkey bars, tetherball, teetotaler, slide. Things beginning with T. That can't be it. There's no way. Okay, it's not it. Okay, they almost got me there. Swings, yo-yo, things that go back and forth. I like how when you turn around, you kind of look like a red sea creature. So true. Okay, these are things that exist on playgrounds. What? Not tetherball? What else? Oh, the slide. What is it? Okay, it's probably not tetherball then. Slide? Okay. Playground equipment. Tetherball. Blues Clues. Boomer. Humor. Yo-yo. Yo-yo Ma, the musician. Steps. When you take steps to do something. Desert. Blues. 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 Boomer. Pendulum. Things that swing. Things that go back and forth. One away. What is tetherball, teetotaler? What is a teetotaler? Boomer? Teabag, desert, blues, pendulum. I don't know, whatever, it's fine, I'm gonna give up. No, I did not give up. Oh, found at the end of a string/chord. Pendulum, teabag, tetherball, yo-yo? Someone who doesn't drink. Mothers have some intuition and instincts they can rely on. Fathers learn everything from traditions. Well, that's a huge generalization you're making. Okay, humor. Good humor. Blues. Teeth. Desert, I don't know, man. Humor, blues, funny. Things that are funny. Boomer. Steps. I'm just gonna guess randomly. I don't know what it could be. Described as dry. Desert. Humor, martini, teetotaler. Baby blues, baby boomer, baby steps, baby teeth. Alright, well, I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Let's see what day it is. Let's send a raid somewhere. Who's out there streaming? Crackers over the keyboard day? What? National Bowtie Day? National Cherry Turnover Day, Rainbow Bridge Remembrance Day, Race Your Mouse Around the Icons Day, Power Rangers Day, Jack Black's birthday. Not a good selection of days today, huh? I don't know, man. Bowtie Day, Cherry Turnover Day. What's a good one for today? Power Rangers. What's a good National Bowtie Day? National Bowtie Day raid. Alright, who is streaming today? Could watch Choco Jacks streaming. You could watch SE_channel. I am going to raid someone who is streaming. Someone who is streaming something or other. Let's raid. I don't know, man. I don't even know. This is the hardest part of the stream. Deciding on who to raid. What about Alice Sawyer? Sure. Let's raid Alice Sawyer. Alright. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on Friday. I will return with some Stitch and also Picross. And that'll be good. And then I'll be back on Saturday as well for some itch.io. Some good old continuation of last week. We had some GMTK Game Jam games. And that Game Jam is over. I'm gonna play some games. Nice to see you for a bit. Sure is nice. Sure is a good time out there on the lake. Now I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit here for the next 15 seconds as that countdown goes down. Yep. You get to watch me stare at the screen right now. Nodding my head up and down. Looking. Okay, countdown. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.